All right, everyone, when you're ready, go ahead and just roll yourselves down. Let's start off by extending those legs long, but listen to that lower back. If you need to bend one knee or both knees to help that back feel more comfortable, please do so. Otherwise, I'd like you to take it and stretch that body out nice and long. For the beginning, let's take the arms and bring them up and over next to the ears. Listen to your lower back again with this long stretch. Sometimes we tend to put a little pressure in that lower back. So if you need to bend the knees for that to keep the back supported, please do so. Otherwise, we are just lengthening this body. Nice deep inhale in. And as you inhale, think about pushing that air deep into your back. And we exhale out. Allow the arms to relax as much as possible. Listen to the shoulders. If this feels very uncomfortable for your shoulder mobility, bring them back to the hips. Allow the legs, if you can, to just drop to the side. Please take one arm, extend it up to the sky, release it down so it's next to the waist. Allow the palm to roll up and the arm to gently roll away. Please take the other arm and bring it up and over, back down next to the waist. Let the palms roll up and the arms roll away. Please take those arms, gently extend them up to the sky, and now open them to a T-shaped position and let the arms relax down. Let the arms release deep into the floor, opening the chest. Nice deep inhale. Exhale out. Notice your shoulder blades getting a little deeper into the floor. Notice the spine dropping down deeper into the floor. Notice the legs dropping away to the side. The fingertips, they roll in naturally, sinking deeper into the back of the head so neck and spine is aligned. Nice deep inhale in. And an exhale out. Let's do another deep inhale, but let's pause for a second. Nice deep inhale in. Please pause right here. Start to build just a little bit of tension. And exhale out. Let's do that one more time. Nice deep inhale in. Pause, holding your breath. And exhale. Gently bring the arms back up to the sky. And bring the arms back down next to the waist. Slowly glide those feet in, one at a time if you need to, so that the knees are bent. Let's take it and drive down gently, 1 through 5, about a 2, 3, into the heels and the balls of the feet. As you're driving down, notice that the back starts to be pushed deeper into the mat. Let's hold on to that right there. So we're pushing through the heels, pushing through the balls of the feet, and noticing the back is getting pushed into the mat. Nice soft pelvic tilt to add to that. Relax the shoulders, relax the neck. And now I'd like you to also add by squeezing the glutes together. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Go ahead and release those glutes back down. Release the pressure off of the feet. Now, without pressure on the balls of the feet and the heels, I want you to pelvic tilt and hold. Pull the abdominals in and up now. Breathe through this, relax the shoulders. And release the abdominals. Let's go back to the pressure in the feet. Push down into the heels, balls of the feet, engaging the back and the front of the legs. And notice how the back is being pushed into the mat. Start to squeeze the glutes tight together. Relax the shoulders, the neck, back of the head is deep into the floor. Release the pressure off of the feet. Release the pressure in that lower back. Now, without using any pressure in the heels, balls of the feet, pelvic tilt, drive that spine down. Don't use those feet. Relax the shoulders, relax the neck. And release back down. Try to remember to breathe through this. Don't hold your breath. Please bring the knees into the chest, and we are going to do a slight midline rock. So up and down with those knees. Range of motion is up to you, probably a little bit smaller in the beginning. It can get a little larger towards the end. Excellent. Go ahead and place those feet flat on the floor again. Let's go right into a pelvic tilt and release. Pelvic tilt and release. Pelvic tilt and release. Let's pelvic tilt, hold at the top. Let's engage all of it. Push into the feet, squeeze the glutes, pull your pelvic floor in and up, and drive your spine into the floor like you're trying to mush those hands. Keep everything engaged. Breathe, relax the shoulders, the neck, the back of the head. Feel that tension building in the feet, the hamstrings, the quads, the glutes, the abdominals, that pelvic floor. As that tension builds, breathe through it. Nice deep inhale and release everything. The tension in the feet, the glutes, the abdominals, the pelvic floor. Knees come back into the chest. We go back into that midline rock. Beautiful. Pause the midline rock. Let's take one foot, place the foot on the floor, glide that leg out. The knee that we're holding on to, open it to the side. Just relax here. Now I'd like you to take that knee and make very small circles with it. Small circles with the knee. Pause, switch the direction of those small circles. Very small circles, like you have a pen attached to the top of the knee and you're making those circles. Pause. Let's bring that knee back in and switch legs. Place that foot flat, glide that leg out, and open that knee to the side. Remember, whenever we open the knee to the side, try to keep your back deep into the floor. Small circles with the knee. Very small. Try to make them as controlled, as fluid as you can. Pause and switch the direction of the circles. Beautiful. Pause and bring that knee back center. Bring both knees into the chest. Now we're going to do small circles with the knees as they're in the chest. So we do small circles where they separate and then come back together. Separate and come back together. Beautiful. Please pause and go the other direction. Breathe through this, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Excellent. Pause. Let's take those legs and extend them both up to the sky. Please go through a floating motion of out, center, and in. Out, center, and in. So this rhythm is up to you of how fast or how slow you want to go, but keep it consistent and keep moving back and forth with those knees. Back and forth with those knees. Let's do 4 more, however fast you're going. 3 more, 2 more, and release the knees back into the chest. Let's go back to that midline rock. Please pause the midline rock, and now we're going to gently go side to side. Side to side. Range of motion again is up to you, a little bit smaller in the beginning, please. And then as you feel more comfortable and warmed up, a little bit further. Beautiful. Let's pause, place the feet flat on the floor, keep the heels in close, and we're going to peel up. But before we begin to peel up, squeeze the glutes together, drive the spine down, pull your pelvic floor in, and slowly peel vertebra by vertebra off of the mat. Slowly control it all the way up. At the top, a quick pause, and then slowly articulate all the way back down. Really think about each vertebra as you lift and release. Let's go right back up, but slowly engaging that body all the way back up. So we're feeling the muscles in our legs as they're engaging, slowly back down. We're feeling that spine as it sinks into the floor, the stretch of the lower back up. Try to do this as smooth as controlled. Think about being fluid. I use that image of when we're doing the roll up where we're like a wave. We can think about this. Water rising and then slowly releasing back down, allowing each vertebra. Feel the back and the front of the legs engage. One more, please. All the way up. And all the way back down. Fantastic. When you're ready, pull the knees back into the chest. We are going to go right back into that midline rock, but I want you to mix it up now. So midline and a little bit of side to side. Take your time as you switch into the side to side or switch into the midline. Beautiful. Please pause again. And we're going to extend the legs back up to the sky. Let's take it and rotate the knees out to the side. And this time we are going to work with those feet. We're going to flex and point. Flex and point. Flex and point. Beautiful. Keep working on this. Now let's take it into a flex, and I would like you to pause. Let's alternate legs. So we point one toe, the other foot is flexed, and then we switch. 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 Really reach with those toes up towards the ceiling, and then reach with those toes down towards the floor. We've got 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Knees come back into the chest. Let's take those feet, place them flat on the floor. Keep the knees in close towards the glutes, and we are going to peel again. Glutes tight, abs engaged, pelvic floor, peel. Please bring the arms up to the sky. Open them to a T-shaped position, but don't let them drop all the way to the floor. Hover. Slowly bring one of your heels up. Bring the other heel up. Bring one heel down. Bring the other heel down. Now switch which one starts. One heel up, the other heel up, one heel down, the other heel down. Both heels are down. Bring those arms back up to the sky. And now up and over, lead with the thumbs. And again, rotate the palms, allow the arms to drop, but if you need to keep the arms hovered, please do so. Don't try to force them down. Let's take it this time and lift ball of the foot, one up. Lift the other one up. One down, the other one down. Which one starts? One up, the other up, one down, the other down. Bring those arms back up to the sky and now articulate everything down. Gorgeous, everybody. All right. Stretch yourselves out. Give yourself whatever recovery you would like. We are going to go on to that foam roller. Take your time. Keep stretching if you need to before you get on the foam roller. And again, I like to give everybody a little bit of time on this to get situated onto the foam roller, so there's no rush right here. Once you are on the foam roller, I want you to start rocking yourself from side to side, getting off of that spine, starting to feel more comfortable on the foam roller. For those of you who are more advanced and have been doing this for a while, really go as deep off the side as you can without slipping off that foam roller. Challenge yourselves. Challenge yourselves. For those of you who are new on the foam roller, small increments until you feel more comfortable to go further. Excellent. All right, everybody settle down into the foam roller. Modification for the legs. The wider the legs and the arms are, the more stable you're going to be. When we start doing a little bit more advanced, we're going to pull those legs in, and that is going to be less stable for you. So always pick which feels most comfortable for you, but also challenge yourself. Let's start off by readjusting our feet. Give yourself a little bit of a challenge. The upper body is going to tuck, peel off the foam roller. We're going to do 100 with the upper body. Nice deep inhale, tuck, peel, arms hover, and beat. Beat, 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 beat. Excellent. Try here to bring those feet in just a little bit more. Challenge yourselves on the balance. There you go. Reach with those arms. Gentle tuck of the chin. Remember, there's that lemon in between the chin and the chest. You're not driving that chin into the floor. You are using the abdominals to pull those shoulders up, not using your neck. Reach with those arms. Beautiful. Let's speed the arms a little bit faster. Beat, 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 beat. Excellent. Breathe in through the nose, up, out through the mouth. Excellent. 4 count, we'll release it down in 4, 3, 2. There you go. Release it down. Rock it out. Rock it out. Excellent. All right, let's take it one more time with that 100 position. Bring those feet in, challenge yourselves a little bit more. Nice inhale in, tuck chin, chest, raise shoulders off the mat, and arms. Beat, beat, beat. And again, you're not using your neck for this. You're using the abdominals to lift up. So we don't want to drive that chin into the chest. It's just a gentle pull in with that chin. Reach with those arms, breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Excellent. Let's do a 4 count, release it down in 4, 3, 2, and release. Rock it out. Rock it out. Wonderful. Bring it back to center. This time we're bringing the legs off the floor, so arms wider, modification. Bring those arms tighter for a little bit more advanced. Let's bring the knees into the chest. Find your balance, and then extend those legs up to the sky. Let's rotate the knees and hips out to the side. We're going to open these legs as wide as we can, and then flex the feet to pull back together. So we open wide, we flex, and we squeeze back together. Again, point, open, flex, squeeze back together. Lift the legs up and away, drive the back into the foam roller. Point, open, flex, squeeze. Now I want you to pause here for a moment because we're going to drop the legs after we open a little bit more towards the ground. Modify if you need to and stay in this position. Point, open, drop the legs slightly, flex, and squeeze. You can point and lift up if you want to, or stay lower. Open, flex, drop, squeeze, point, lift, open, flex, drop, squeeze, point, lift, open, flex, drop, squeeze, point. One more, lift, open, flex, drop, squeeze, and release. Gorgeous. Rock out, please. Rock that back out. And again, Once you start to feel a little bit more comfortable on this, go a little further, get over that shoulder blade. Use that foam roller for a little fascia release. Let's go ahead and readjust our feet because this time the upper body is coming up as well. So we want our feet to be challenging position, not too challenging if you need to start a little bit more of that modification. We are going to tuck chin into chest and roll ourselves up, reaching for those knees with the arms. Pelvic tilt, drive your spine into the foam roller. Inhale in, tuck and peel. Reach as high up as you can for those knees and then slowly articulate down. So we're only doing one right down the spine. Now I would like you to take it and move over just a touch so that that foam roller is down the side of the spine and deep into that muscle, those muscles that run along the spine. Try not to bend, try to be parallel. Here we go. Nice deep inhale in, tuck chin chest and reach. Find the balance. And then slowly articulate down. Notice how that foam roller pushes deep into that muscle. Let's do that again. Inhale in, tuck chin chest, reach. Pause, please, and lift the arms up towards the sky. Now a more challenging position, arms towards the ears, or modify and stay up towards the sky. Breathe, everybody, don't freeze up. Bring the arms back up to the sky, back to the knees. Excellent. And articulate down. Beautiful. Quick rock. And now let's set up to the other side. So right along that spine, parallel on that big muscle. Get your feet situated, challenging yourselves. Nice deep inhale in, tuck chin chest, reach for those knees. Up, up, up with the shoulders. Don't use your neck. And slowly articulate down. So once you are down, you can always readjust your feet if you need to, a little more challenging or a little bit more of a modification. We're doing the arms this time. Inhale in, tuck chin chest, and reach up. Beautiful. And now let's extend up to the sky. Don't look at your arms though. You're still looking at your knees. And then more challenging, up and over next to the ears. Breathe through this. Please don't hold your breath. Bring it back up to the sky. Excellent. Find your balance. Back to the knees and slowly articulate down. Go ahead back into that rock. Rocking back and forth. Excellent. We are going to go into single leg extension. For single leg extension modification, the head stays on the foam roller. For more advanced, you can bring the head up, tucking chin gently into chest, shoulders come off the mat. Fingers can be deep into the ground. You can challenge yourself and tent your fingers up. So just your fingertips are on the mat rather than all the way palm down, or modify fully palm down. Legs are in the chest. We'll alternate one leg extending out and up for a modification. So knees come in. Let's pelvic tilt first. So you're really driving that spine and you've got to work for your balance. Upper body if you want to engage it. Fingertips if you want to engage that for more of a challenge. One leg out, one knee in. Beautiful. Let's switch and hold. Switch and hold. Keep breathing, everyone. Keep breathing. Switch and hold. Lengthen and squeeze your legs. Switch and hold. Let's speed up. Here we go. Switch, 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 switch. Fight for your balance here. Switch, switch. Lengthen your leg all the way out, not just part of the way. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Rock it out. Rock that body out, back and forth, off of the spine, off of the spine. So as we're rocking, the next exercise we're going to do is going to be double leg extension. Modification, the head stays down, Fingers and hands deep into the mat. More advanced, you can bring the head up and you can tent those fingers up. So just your fingers are on the floor, not the whole palm. All right, let's prepare ourselves. Go ahead and bring those knees into the chest. Before we begin, the double leg extension, either up for modification, lower, more advanced, rotation of hips and knees in first position for your feet. Upper body, if you want to join it. Fingertips, if you wanted that challenge. Nice deep inhale and exhale, double leg extension. Beautiful. Pull it back in, drive your spine into the foam roller. And again, double leg extension, rotation, zip your legs up and pull back in. Zip those legs, inner thighs, and double leg extension. Zip those legs up. Beautiful. Pull it back in. 2 more. Double leg extension, rotation. Zip those legs up. Pull it in. And last one, inhale in, use the exhale, double leg rotation. Beautiful, pull it in and release it down. Excellent work, everyone. Allow that body to rock off of that spine. Get that tension off. We don't want to be on it the whole time. Fantastic. All right, set your feet up. Again, we're going to be primarily on our feet. Arms are going to be coming off of the mat. So challenge yourselves with narrow feet or give yourself a good modification with a little bit wider. Let's start off by pelvic tilting, squeezing the glutes, pelvic floor, and peel yourself up. All the way up. There we go. Bring the arms so that they're up to the sky. And this is where I say, notice that lobster claw of your shoulder blades. We're going to use that. Let's go ahead all the way open to a T-shaped position. Keep the arms hovered, parallel to the floor, and pinch those shoulder blades around the foam roller. We are going to pulse the first time the palms up to the sky. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and I want you to pause here. And now this time we're pinching the shoulder blades around the foam roller for the pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's bring the arms up to the sky. Let's drop one arm down towards the mirror. The other arm is up to the sky. We're going to throw ourselves off balance. Here we go. Switch the arms. Switch the arms. Quick, dynamic, switch. Switch, dynamic, switch. Try to throw yourself off. Fight for your balance. Switch, switch. 4, 3, 2, 1. And arms down, spine down, and rock yourself out. Fantastic. Allow that body, that time off of that spine. Breathe through it. Excellent. All right, so we are going to use the feet and the arms on the floor for this. 1 foot, both arms on the floor. Let's take the leg that is closest to the mirror and pull that knee into the chest. Extend that leg up to the sky. Now, modification, again, wide arms, more challenging. Arms are in closer towards the foam roller. Same thing for that leg that's on the ground. The leg that's extended up, I'd like you to flex that foot, rotate the hip and the knee towards the mirror, and now we're going to drop. Excellent. Challenge yourself, sink into your lower back, and bring it back up. Pause, point the toe, and again, really challenge yourself and bring those arms in as close to the foam roller as you can, and drop that leg. Excellent. Breathe through this, in through the nose, out through the mouth, and bring it back up. Challenge yourselves with the foot that's on the ground. Make sure you are not counterbalancing with that knee. flex the foot, rotate hip and knee, and drop. For those of you who would like a little bit more of a challenge, take that leg that is not on the one that is on the floor and hover it. Bring it back, point, rotate hip and knee, and drop. Excellent. Breathe, 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 breathe. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Fabulous. Bring it up and release. Whew, rock that out. I would like for you to try to challenge yourselves with the dropping of the leg. So the leg itself, we're not trying to drop the leg as far as we can. We're trying to activate the abdominals. And to do that, we need to make sure that we are deep into our lower back. So the wider our legs are for this exercise, the less we're going to be using the abdominals, the more we're using our quads and our hamstrings to help for the balance. So really challenge yourself and bring that leg in, and notice your range of motion for your drop is going to shorten, but you're going to engage that core much more. So let's take the leg, the one closest to the tennis court, extend it up to the sky. Challenge yourself here and bring that other leg in just a little bit tighter. Advanced students, you can lift that leg off for a full challenge. Bring those arms in just a little bit tighter than you did before. Flex that foot, rotate hip and knee, and drop the leg towards the tennis court. Notice that you are engaging your abs more when you have to bring that leg in, rather than just working on the hamstrings and quads and lengthening that leg down. Fantastic, everybody. Breathe through it, bring it back up. Very beautiful. Point, rotate hip and knee, and drop. Beautiful, everybody. Really notice and engage, pushing down through the abdominals into that foam roller. And bring it back up. Flex the foot, rotate hip and knee, and drop. And again, advanced students, really challenge yourselves with that foot hover. Lengthen, lengthen, and bring it back up. Last one, point, rotation, hip and knee, and drop. So right here, notice where your weight is. Is it really deep into your arms? Is it deep into that foot that's supporting you? Or are you pushing that weight into the center, into the abdominals? And bring it back up and release. Fantastic, everybody. Give yourself a stretch. All right, let's go ahead and set our feet back up. We are going to be bridging up again. So the feet again are going to be the challenge, bringing them in closer for a little bit more of a challenge. Arms will be off of the mat once we come up. Squeeze the glutes, pelvic floor, abdominals, and bridge. Arms go up to the sky. And now this time we're bringing them up and over. Notice how we're going really deep into those traps. Those traps, they surround that neck. There we go. Stretch those arms. Please rotate the palms so they're facing up. Now listen to your shoulders. I don't want any pinching. Rotate your pinkies so they're up towards the sky. Palms back up. Pinkies down towards the floor. Palms back up. Pinkies up. Palms up. Pinkies down. So you're rotating your palms out with a twist. Bring it back center, palms facing up, thumbs facing down, and extend the arms back up to the sky. Gorgeous. Articulate down. All the way down. Beautiful. Rock it out, please. Last exercise we are doing on the foam roller in this position. We are going to do the dead bug. So modification is going to be one leg down, one arm down, or we can do both the legs up. Up to you. Listen to your body. So the knees come into the chest, extend the legs up. Modification, one leg down. You are going to lift the arm up of the leg that's still up. Excellent. So if you're modifying, you have the opposite arm up to that leg. Let's take it, rotate hip and knee out to the side, and we're going to drop an arm and a leg. Excellent. Sink into your lower back, sink into it. Breathe through this. In through the nose, out through the mouth, lengthen. And gently bring that arm and leg back up. Beautiful. I'd like you to pause, find your balance, and drop. Lengthen through this, in through the nose, out through the mouth. And back up. Beautiful. Breathe, everybody. Breathe, breathe, breathe. We've got one more. We can do this. And drop arm, drop leg. Engage that core. Belly button to the foam roller. Belly button to the foam roller. Breathe. Don't hold your breath. Up we go. And slowly release it down. Excellent. Rock it out. Make sure you listen to your body, modify if you need to. Those modifications are fantastic. You are still working the core. You are still working just as hard in those modifications. Relax through the shoulders, down the spine, into the glutes. Beautiful. All right, set yourself up. Change which leg is up and which one is down if you only had one leg up. And make sure to switch the arm for the advanced students if you had both legs up. All right, here we go. And drop arm, drop leg. Make sure that you have a rotation of the hip and the knees. Drive that belly button right down into the foam roller. Bring it back up. Pause. Smooth, controlled fluid. And again, we drop. So we want to work the muscle, full range of motion. Use the abdominals intensely by slowing everything down. And gently bring it back up. Pause for a second. Rotation, hips and knees. Excellent. And drop. Intensely. Intensify the use of those abdominals. Slow it down. Feel those abdominals fully engaging. And gently bring it back up. There we go. Release the arms, release the legs. We are down off the foam roller. If you want a little bit of time on the foam roller to stretch, please do. Otherwise, we are off that foam roller. Take your time. Make sure that you are hydrating. You are stretching. You can stretch dynamically, statically, whatever feels good right now. Okay, everyone, come on off the foam roller if you are still on the foam roller. I'd like you to take that foam roller and we are going to place it perpendicular to us under our feet. Let's just relax here for a second, enjoying not having that foam roller on our spine. We have that foam roller, so it's centered in between heel, balls of the feet, right in that arch. All right, let's do a couple of knee circles. So down and around with those knees, they come in, they go out to the side, down and around. There's movement for the feet on that foam roller to help dynamically. And then switch directions. Those knees come in, then they go out. There we go. Let's pause with the knees bent and let's go side to side with the knees. Make sure when you are doing this side to side that your shoulders stay on the mat. It's all right if that spine pops up. We're warmed up enough. Listen to your back though. Any kind of stretching with rotation in that spine, make sure it is comfortable. No pinching, no sharp pain. Let's pause. Hands are on the ground for a modification, a little bit more advanced. Hands can go across the chest, shoulders and elbows are off the ground. Let's take it, and when you're ready, I want you to bridge yourself up. Excellent. Push yourself up, hips to the ceiling, squeeze those glutes nice and tight. And now I want you to roll that foam roller towards the heels. And I do say towards because some of us don't go onto the heels. That's absolutely fine because we're biasing the hamstrings and we like to cramp on this one. Bring it back in. And again, roll it out. Breathe through this. Don't hold your breath. Roll it back in. And roll it out towards those heels. And roll it back in. We've got one more. Keep those hips up. Squeeze the glutes. And roll it out. There we go. Breathe, breathe. And bring it in. Down we go. Excellent. Give yourself a stretch however you want to. If you want to lengthen your body for a little bit, or if you want to bring the knees into the chest, you can do that as well. All right, please set yourself back up so that you are on those arches, off the balls, off the heels. Excellent. Hands can be across the chest or on the ground, modification, and bridge yourself up. Excellent. Please take those hips about halfway down, and we're going to pulse all the way up and back to this halfway point only. So it's 8, 7, 6, 5, squeeze at the top, 4, 3, 2. I'd like you to pause in that halfway mark. Pause in that halfway. And now this time we're going to go all the way down to the floor and back up to this halfway. So down, you don't have to touch, but hover, and then back to halfway only. Down and press halfway only. Down, press up, down, press up, down, press up. 2 more, down, press up, and we're going to hold that halfway again. Hold the halfway. Beautiful. Pause right here. Steady. Squeeze the glutes halfway. And release it all the way down. Beautiful. Stretch it out. And again, your stretch can be long legs or knees in the chest, whichever feels best. So now I'd like you to take that foam roller and you're going to make it so that it is parallel to us, but we're going to take it and place it underneath just 1 foot. Just 1 foot. Doesn't matter which foot it is. Make sure that your heel is still in close next to the glute. Now the foot that's on the floor, I'd like you to pop the heel off and you're going to sink into the ball of the feet and the toes of that foot so that our hips are somewhat even. If that heel is down, it drops the hips, and I'd like our hips to stay even, specifically for our back comfort. So we want to squeeze the glutes before we even begin to stabilize our hips and keep them parallel to each other. And now slowly bridge up. Hands are on the ground for everybody. Hands are on the ground because we are going to slowly peel the foot off the ground. Fight for your balance. This is a balance exercise. Take that knee and extend the leg up to the sky. You can modify and you can stay knee bent if you want to. Bend the knee. Slowly put the foot back down, but just the balls of the feet and the toes, and articulate back down. Keep the heel off the ground. Squeeze the glutes tight, pull the abs in, peel up. Excellent. Slowly bring the knee into the chest. Gorgeous. Slow it down, slow it down. Extend the leg up. Push those hips up, push them up. Bend the knee, slowly place that foot back down. Just the heel, excuse me, just the toe, the balls of the feet, and slowly articulate all the way down. Excellent. Switch sides. Make sure you are in close with that, with the foam roller and the heel, in close towards your glute. Take that other foot that is off the foam roller and you're only on the ball of the foot and the toes to make sure your hips are parallel. Squeeze the glutes to stabilize, hands are on the ground, and bridge. Here we go. Knee comes up. Extend that leg up. Find your balance. Find your balance. Push your hips up. Bend the knee. Slow down, slow down. Slowly place the foot down. Toes, balls of the feet only. Articulate down. Abs in. Excellent. And bridge it up. Slow. Think 4 count. Think slow 4 count. Knee comes into the chest. Woo. Extend it up. Pause. Bend the knee. Slowly place that foot back down. Slow it down, slow it down, slow it down. And slowly articulate down. Beautiful. Go ahead and release. Give yourself a stretch. Nice work, everybody. Give yourself a break. Give yourself a good recovery. Hydrate. All right, when you are ready, I'd like you to take it and roll yourselves back up. We are in a seated position. Let's take it so that our legs are long, chest is lifted, pinch the shoulder blades back together, bring those arms out into a T-shaped position. Nice long arms just to start us off. We're going to rotate towards the mirror, but I would like you to really pinch those shoulder blades tight together before we rotate. Nice deep inhale and use the exhale and that twist to rotate towards the mirror. And again, this is a small range of motion because I don't want my other shoulder to head towards the mirror too. Bring it back center. And I'm also locking my head in so I'm not looking where I'm going. My head is staying right over my chest. And rotation towards the tennis court. So we shouldn't be able to look at that tennis court unless our chest is fully pointed towards that tennis court. Excellent. Bring it back center. Pinch the shoulder blades, lift the chest. Think about really lifting up on that rib cage and rotation towards the mirror. Again, I want to make sure I'm not looking towards that mirror with my neck, keeping everything aligned. Bring it back center. And last one, rotation towards the tennis court. Beautiful, shoulders back. Don't let that shoulder towards the mirror come forward. Bring it back center and release. Beautiful. Round yourselves out. Okay, when you're ready, I'd like you to grab your foam roller, please. You're going to hold the foam roller on the sides. Long legs again, but this time I'd like you to point the toes gently, very gently point the toes. No cramping in those feet, so engage through the quads, the hamstrings, the calf into that point. Let's take those arms and lift them up to the sky. Lift that rib cage up away from those hips. We are going to drop the foam roller towards the mirror, but we are bending to the side, not rotating. Here we go. Drop towards the mirror. Range of motion, again, is different for everyone. You can take the arm that is at the tennis court and gently, gently push on the foam roller. Bring it back center, pull the abdominals in, and a bend to the tennis court. So no rotation here, bend. Bring it back center, lengthen your legs, gentle point of the toes, and bend. Pull your abdominals in. And again, any pinching, any sharp pains, first, don't go so far. And then if they're still there, come back up. Please stop the exercise and just stretch and drop. Bring it back center and release it down. Gorgeous. Stretch it out. Stretch it out. All right. So for the next exercise, you are more than welcome not to use the foam roller for this exercise, and you can just use your hands. But what we will be doing is we'll be having the foam roller underneath, and we're going to help roll our legs up. If you would prefer, you can pause and just use your hands instead. And you can modify, you can just do one leg at a time, but we're using the foam roller for a more advanced position to help roll both legs up. So find those sits bones, sitting nice and tall, lifting that chest, pop those feet up. There we go. And so you can support your legs if you need to with the foam roller, abs in, chest lifted, and both legs. Use that foam roller to help lift. Breathe through it, in through the nose, out through the mouth, and back down you go. Again, you don't need the foam roller for this. Modify, use your arms. And again, lift. Breathe through this. This is a hard one. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And release back down. We've got two more. Inhale in and exhale. Lift. Excellent. Don't hold your breath. Release it back down. Last one. Modify if you need to for your last one. And lift. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And release. Beautiful, you guys. Put that foam roller to the side. Give yourself a stretch. We are going to go over onto our stomach, but I want you to take your time. Child's pose, cat, cow, whatever you'd like to do. Roll your rib cage. Just a little bit longer on the stretching. Just a little bit longer on that stretch. Okay, I'd like everybody to come on forward onto their chest and stomach. You are going to place your face, one cheek or the other cheek, down onto the mat, whatever feels most comfortable. I'd like you to take the arms and you're going to bring them back to your lower back. You're going to either grab onto a finger, a couple of fingers, or the whole hand, or a good modification for tight, tight shoulders is just fingertips close to the lower back. Once you have picked which one you'd like to do, slowly lower your elbows to the floor. And again, range of motion is different for everyone on this exercise. I want you to use whatever range of motion you need to make sure your shoulders are comfortable. They're going to be a little bit uncomfortable, but I don't want any sharp pains. I don't want any pinching. There is going to be a stretch of uncomfort, but I want you to be as comfortable as you can get. So from this position, now that we're slowly sinking into it a little bit more, we are going to engage the body, squeezing glutes, quads, hamstrings, pulling abs in, and we're going to peel the chest off of the ground, look down at the mat. Arms are going to either modify and glide over our glutes, or we're going to lift them up and go parallel to the body. Then we'll release back down, but our face is going to be on the other side. Here we go. Engage, squeeze, peel, and arms, stretch or lift. Breathe through it. Don't hold your breath. And then slowly bring everything back towards that lower back, elbows out to the side, and switch your face. I want you to relax down here because you can get a great neck stretch with this. Since usually we pick the side that is the loosest, and now we're on the tighter side. So relax into the neck. Engage the body, abs in and peel. Lengthen the arms, lengthen the legs as well. Stretch through this, and then slowly release it back down, elbows to the side. We're not going to stay on this one long. Inhale in and extension, engage the body, and release back down. Beautiful. We're going to stay here longer because I want to stretch this side of the neck. Engage the body, nice deep inhale, use the exhale for the extension, for the peel, lengthen, and bring it back down. Excellent. Elbows to the side. Inhale in and extension, lengthen, engagement of that body, pull the abs in and bring it back down. Excellent. We're going to stay here long again. Engage the body, squeeze the glutes, abs in and peel, lengthen, and release it down. Please drop the arms to the side. Gently bring the arms back up. And stretch the arms long in front of you. Modification is going to be a wide for your shoulders. Otherwise, try to be as much of an I position as you can. Nice deep inhale, engage the body and lift the arms, lift the chest, lift the legs, and flutter kick. Flutter the arms, flutter kick. Flutter the arms, flutter kick. Flutter the arms, flutter kick, reach, reach, reach. Make sure you're looking down at the mat. Neck and spine is aligned. Flutter the arms, flutter the legs. Make sure you're not rocking that body. Kick, 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 kick. Reach with those arms, reach with those toes. Lengthen your legs. Make sure you're not bending your knees. You're lifting from the hips. Kick, 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 kick. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Lengthen the arms. Feel the hamstrings, the glutes working. Those shoulders working, neck and spine stays aligned. Look down at the mat. 4, 3, 2, and release. Excellent, everybody. When you are ready, sit back and stretch it out. Excellent. Please come up to hands and knees. We are going to take it and drop our glutes to one side. Doesn't matter which side it is. So nice deep inhale, use the exhale, drop your glutes down to one side or the other. Modification, your arms are going to stay forward. A little bit more advanced depending on your comfort. You can take the arms to the opposite side the glutes are going. But you never go. So I guess I gotta stay. Gently come on back up. Unwind. I would like you to round the back out, drop the head down, flat back, back into neutral, and switch sides. And again, remember, you don't have to add that bend if you don't want to. With the upper body, you can just keep the arms right down midline. Excellent. Come on back up. Round yourself out. Drop that head down. C-shape the spine. Push the hips towards the elbows. Excellent. Flat back. Stick your toes into the floor. Get ready for downward dog. Nice deep inhale and exhale. Push back into downward. Readjust. Gently start to bicycle those feet so heels come down and up. Return your shoulders into the sockets. Return the shoulders back into the sockets rather than pushing them away. Excellent. Pause your body. And you can either bring the feet towards the hands or the hands towards the feet. Bend the knees fully. Bend them as fully as you can to make a little shelf for your chest. Make sure you're sinking into your heels. Your glutes are sitting back as if you almost are going to sit into a chair. Drop your head down. Yeses and nos for the head. Pause. Just breathe right here. Sink into those heels. Excellent. Nice deep inhale. And roll it up. Exhale. Excellent. Shoulders back. Thank you very much, you guys. Wonderful job today.